Welcome back, my friends. Something that is near and dear to my heart, you probably heard me say that before, is women in manufacturing. I have two of the loveliest ladies with me on camera today. I have Katherine, I have Alyssa. We're at Wolfram Manufacturing, hence the cool logo behind me. And we're gonna share a little bit about their story. And why are we doing that? Because we want more women in manufacturing, please. And I can't do that on my own. I am a dull, boring white male, and I need women to advocate because I can't do that. So that's why we have these lovely young ladies here. All right, Katherine, you've been wanting to do this for a while. You're excited to do, okay, maybe not, but she has been brave enough now to join us. Katherine, firstly, thank you so much for being here. And I cannot wait to hear a little bit more about your story and how you got in manufacturing, because it's a little unconventional, isn't it?
It absolutely is. Sorry, I'll let you hold that. I got into manufacturing by accident, almost. I didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up. I was raised by two engineers, and I was the fourth of five kids, and all my older siblings are engineers or engineered like-minded people. My oldest sister was getting her engineering degree and thought it was too boring because she was acing all her classes, and so she switched and decided to go the attorney route, something that challenged her a little bit. But my parents always called me the empathetic one. And so engineering didn't ever feel right. But I knew that I liked building and creating. I liked being with my brothers when they were building their Lego and stuff, even when they tried to kick me out of their room. But I liked that world. So I went into college, communication studies. It was kind of a vague idea of, I don't know, maybe I'll do kinesiology, maybe I'll do nursing. I don't really know what I want to do with my life. But it's not engineering. And it's not being a mathematician or scientist. Even though all those are amazing things, it just wasn't quite me. It was too much, too disconnected from people, which is why I thought kinesiology or nursing might be it, because it has more to do with people. But yeah, I worked at Container Store after college. I needed a job. I was a nanny, like a morning nanny. So I go from morning truck to the nanny gig, and then to this part-time job that I was offered at Wolfram Manufacturing. It was just doing admin stuff. I didn't really know what that meant. I didn't know what a machine looked like. My only idea of what a machine shop looked like was kind of like how it's made. I don't know if you know those big like
crayons.
Yeah, like
the crayon, like Mr.
creating.
Rogers.
Exactly, that kind of thing. So I always had these like multi-step processes in mind, and one machine feeding another, and maybe creating candy or wrapping stuff. I had no idea what I was doing. So my first job was to buy myself a desk, which worked really well from the Container Store because that's where I was working also. So I fell into manufacturing, and I found all these skills that I actually really love. And one of them was just creating. So taking something, this raw, ugly piece of metal, and then making it into this shiny, complex thing that fits and works together with other things. I think that is just so fascinating. But then there's also this part about manufacturing. It's the giving people the ability to get their brains working and doing different things. So the machines can do awesome things. So let's let the machines do these things and let people do the things to make them cooler and build their brains and their emotions and feelings, and let people fully become people. So I fell into manufacturing by accident. I really love it. I dig that at Wolfram I can help, let the machines do machine stuff and let the people do people stuff, and get other people excited about that is what I'm all about. And yes, reluctantly sharing my story as a woman in manufacturing. I've been in it 12 years now to this month, and don't see myself in any other industry at this point.
Well, 12 years coming, thank you for being here. First of all, thank you for sharing that story. I'm gonna, at the end of this, ask you about why you think we would like to have why you, through your story and your personal perspective, not mine, not why I think it should be, but your personal perspective of why other women might enjoy being in manufacturing. I'll give you a little bit of time to think about that while I ask Alyssa a little bit, oh, you know already. We're still gonna give you time, but you know already. About your story, how you got here, what you're excited about, and what inspires you to come in day to day.
Yeah, so I kind of started out, I guess, before college wanting to be a mechanical engineer. And so that was kind of the goal. And I don't know, you grow up being told like you're good at math, that sort of thing. I hated math. I don't still, like I've figured out the joy and beauty of it. And really it's just like a tool in my toolbox to make things. But yeah, I thought I wanted to do mechanical engineering, and then I found out about MMET, so it's like manufacturing, mechanical engineering technology. It's a bit of a mouthful, but just super hands-on. I don't know, kind of just discovered that I liked the constraints of manufacturing. Like it's kind of a big puzzle, more than I actually liked designing the actual part. So it's fun just to like take apart and figure out like, how am I gonna make this with what machines I have, with what resources I have. That just somehow clicked better for me than like designing the part itself. So yeah, just kind of ended up pursuing like manufacturing engineering instead of mechanical. I got to work at my university's machine shop for the time that I was there, which helps me like see everything firsthand, pick up those skills, as well as teach other students. And I think from that, like a lot of people would come in and be scared of the machines and be kind of cautious. And I had a few other like fellow students, women who came in and like you could tell that they were kind of uncomfortable in that environment, and I was too, for sure, at first, but just kind of making sure like, hey, like this is your space too. I don't know, like you can definitely walk into a space and it feels like you're not familiar with it, so it feels like, oh, I don't belong here. But just making sure that everyone who I was helping out there felt like they belonged. It was just really fun and gratifying. So yeah, kind of did that. But yeah, I guess through internship experience, worked a lot in like aerospace aviation, and that was kind of by accident. But I had no idea how cool all the standards and processes, and like, I mean, it's kind of boring stuff, but I don't know, just like the quality management system side of things was something that sparked my interest. And so just kind of seeing how that can be applied in every industry in manufacturing. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm a nerd for it too.
It's
How
good
long have
stuff.
you been doing it now, Alyssa?
I graduated December of 2022.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're still fresh and green.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. All right. Going back to the other question, Katherine, I can describe, and so can you, about all the cool things of what you're able to do here. You mentioned turning something into a shiny part. And Alyssa, I'm gonna kind of double down on this question for you to close out this interview as well. But when it comes to women specifically, to the audience out there of women specifically watching this and going, wow, Katherine, thank you for being brave enough to hop on camera, and after 12 years, sharing your story with us. We needed to hear it. Alyssa, 2 years for you, 3 years, thank you as well. But when it comes to women specifically, where can women come in, really make a difference, enjoy manufacturing, participate, not feel overwhelmed, not feel like they're misplaced or in the wrong spot, or maybe even here by accident, but on purpose. Like purposely go into this career because we want you, we need you, and it's really something that can be lucrative and fun at the same time.
Yeah, well, you just packed it all into one answer right there, but it is fun. The creation is fun. Why women? Because women haven't figured out that we're here yet, right? Like, it wasn't an option when I was growing up. Manufacturing wasn't. Engineering, sure, so my mom did it, she drafted things, but the actual creation and building, that part of it just is really, it's available, it's there, and I don't think it's shown to, or it wasn't when I was growing up, shown to those young women yet. And so bringing in more people, we're gonna have a better output. Like, people are people, you bring in more people, diversity, you're gonna see different things, learn different things. everybody has their own voice and opinions and background, and they're all important. And so if we're cutting out a whole section of people, then how are we going to get better, right? And it's here.
Yeah, I agree. When it comes to diversity and thinking about if we all think the same way, we're all making the same stuff, we're all acting the same way over and over on repeat mode in a treadmill. Diversity, all of it, machines do the repeat. Yeah, you can say more.
Yeah, the machines do all the repeats.
Exactly right. So, very well said. Thank you for doing that. Alyssa, I'm gonna ask you the same question for all the women out there, whether it be middle school women, high school women, people considering what their career might be, and even if possible, let's talk to the parents out there, because some of the parents aren't convinced at the moment. Mine didn't, they wanted me to do something else. I mean, you're raising your hand as well, right?
Yeah, my daughter, well, our favorite thing to do together is sit and build Lego. We'll sit there for hours together and just build. My husband's like, oh no, they're in it. He can't pull us away for anything.
But this is the point, right? And this is the point of letting the parents know there's a generation out there that had all manufacturing stripped from them, lost jobs, don't feel like they can count on it or rely on it, because even though it's coming back now, oh my gosh, it might happen again. So there's a fear, and we should never base our decisions in a fear-based situation, but as a loving, open-minded conversation for those folks out there right now who, including the parents, the women out there thinking, what do I want to do? Do I fit? Do I not fit? What would you say to everyone out there when it comes to getting into manufacturing?
Yeah, so I think that a lot of the skills that are needed in manufacturing, they're present elsewhere in other industries too. So you're not really pigeonholing yourself if you decide to pursue manufacturing. And I guess that's just kind of talking to those fears of what if everything drops out? At the end of the day, everything around us is manufactured, that air vent and those plastic boxes, which love plastic injection molding, that's fun stuff. Even the trash bags, there's local trash bag plants, on the Texas coast, everything we look at is manufactured. And there's gonna be somewhere along the process that you can find an opportunity to help out, to make the finished product. So yeah, and the skills are transferable. So I don't know, I think that should encourage people who maybe have found themselves a few years down, maybe a different path, totally welcome to join in, there's a place for them. I think there's a place for everyone's skill set and passions and abilities. You gotta find it, but there's lots of options.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. I know for sure that the audience wants to hear more of your story. So on camera, with the record button on, I'm gonna cordially invite you both to South Florida to hop on my podcast, where we can do this for an hour and really share the details of your story, laugh back and forth, maybe even have a tequila or something, who knows? We'll let you guys decide out there as well, but thank you both so much for sharing your time, your resources. Time's the one thing we cannot manufacture more of. So for you spending it with us, for them spending it with us, we truly thank you, and we truly thank you, and I hope we get to do this again soon.